Take a moment to imagine your favorite metal band performing their heaviest songs ever, but alongside a 50-person orchestra. That sounds risky, right? That sounds like something that could never work. However, in 2016, Bring Me the Horizon did exactly that, and the result didn't just work, it completely changed what's possible with live music. Frankly, it's no surprise to any frequent concert attender that ticket prices have been getting obscenely expensive, especially in the past decade. Often, concert enjoyers can begin to feel as if their excess money may be better spent in other outlets. However, in 2016, the alternative metal band Bring Me the Horizon combated this growing conflict by attributing a true, meaningful purpose to the near $60 ticket price for one of their London performances. Bring Me the Horizon chose the historic classical music venue, the Royal Albert Hall in London, England, with the intent of directing all profits made from the show and the later on recorded and released live album to a Teenage Cancer Trust Foundation. The concert itself took place on April 22, 2016, with Bring Me the Horizon's full band lineup performing on stage, consisting of lead vocalist Ali Sykes, lead guitarist and backing vocalist Lee Malia, keyboardist Jordan Fish, bassist Matt Keane, and drummer Matt Nichols. This lineup was paired by the Parallax Orchestra, a 47-piece symphonic orchestra conducted by Simon Dobson, as well as a 14-person choir directed by Kat Marsh. While the band's original music falls into a category of music titled metalcore, a blend between the aggression of metal and the emotional choruses that make pop music so lovable, for example. The music performed at this concert, though, took the words and progressions of those metalcore songs of theirs and completely reimagined them into being orchestral pieces. Upon hearing the juxtaposed take on some of my favorite metal songs from one of my favorite metal bands, I was initially skeptical about the final results. However, after rewatching the Royal Albert Hall a couple times recently, I was moved. Firstly, and arguably the most important reason why this live concert sounded so grand and great, choosing a classical music venue somewhere where it was very reverb centered was able to cancel out a lot of the sheer harsh noise at more open venues. As well as this, it also serves to amplify a lot of the softer, more subtle, echoey moments of their songs. The result of this is a much grander sound than can be heard at any other type of venue that they usually play, making the heavy moments sound unique and the emotional climaxes sound even more gut-wrenching. As well as this, the audience response throughout the performance significantly improved the show. For example, during the song titled Happy Song, Ali Sykes asks the crowd to create a huge mosh pit on the floor of the venue. To this, the audience quiets alongside the band before erupting into shouts and aggression, paired with the band reaching the climax of the song. While the fan reaction and the venue type helped a lot with the grand sounds, it is the extremely qualitative musicianship that made this concert so masterful. Beginning, the sound of the performance is immediately striking as it balances overwhelming power with resolve. Instead of the wall of distortion typically associated with metalcore, the orchestral arrangements soften and widen the soundscape, which allows individual musical moments to shine. The heavy riffs still punch hard, but this concert builds them up around beautiful string arrangements, brass parts, and choral harmonies that make the overall sound feel more cinematic than abrasive. As well as this, the rhythm of the concert maintains the intensity of metalcore while also welcoming flexibility thanks to the orchestral incorporation. Where Bring Me the Horizon's Royal Albert Hall performances diverges the most from the original song counterparts is in its harmony. The harmony is significantly expanded on through the orchestra and choir, which both adds emotional depth to chord progressions that were originally relatively simple. A great example being some of the vocal harmonies and layered chords creating moments of tension and release, which leads to a far more dramatic sound than the original's counterpart. I can go on and on assuring you how great the performance was, but I think actually hearing it will cement that. Here's the moment that left me with goosebumps, and continually every single time I hear it. For the Bring Me the Horizon fans watching this, it's no surprise to you guys that Ali Sykes is one of the greatest metal vocalists of the recent era. He has such an incredible vocal range, and that moment there proves it to me. This performance at the Royal Albert Hall was something so special to the band that it completely changed the way they went about their live shows going forward in parts. For example, on their later albums following this, they went into a much more melodic section. Some fans would argue that that was inevitable. However, it's impossible to deny that a lot of the melodies they hit on this live show were touched on and evolved through their later music, such as the recent Post-Human projects. Adding on to this, with those Post-Human projects and their recent tours, they've been going a lot more cinematic, which kind of centers itself around that orchestral sound that they did here with its grandness. This wasn't just a transitionary moment for the band though, it pushed the boundaries of live metal music completely. It proved that integrating other musical elements in something as different as an orchestra can add emotional and sonic depth without diluting the energy of that genre that they come from. Shows like this one set a new standard, inspiring bands and audiences alike to rethink what could be possible both at a concert front and for original music going forward in the metalcore scene. Thank you all for watching, subscribe for more music analysis content like this, and comment down below what is your favorite live metal performance of all time. Have a great day, everybody.